Hey, what's up guys, it's MacH here and welcome to another Most Unique Countdown series video. Today's video is going to be episode number 7 of the series. Sit back, relax, fasten your seatbelts and enjoy this one. We have a lot of good accounts to get into. Number 5. Throughout the first 6 episodes, I have gotten many comments to feature some sort of skiller, that is, a level 3 account that skills. I've featured a few free-to-play skillers, but never any pay-to-play skillers. For number 5, I am featuring the skiller JCW. Before I get into JCW, I do want to say that pay-to-play, normal account skillers, meaning non-Ironmen, are by no means unique. They have been around since before I started playing the game in 04. What is unique about JCW is the plethoric number of 200 mils he has. Before we get into his old school RuneScape account, let me start by saying that JCW has the perfect 5.4 build total experience in RuneScape 3, which is the highest total level of 2,736, with all 27 stats at 200 mil. If that didn't give you some indication of what a beast this lad is, well then this might. JCW started his level 3 old school RuneScape skiller in June of 2016. In less than 2.5 years, he has achieved 8 200 mils, including 200 mil cooking, woodcutting, fletching, firemaking, crafting, herbler, hunter, and construction. He also has 181 mil runecrafting experience, 112 mil agility, 90 mil thieving, a lousy 23 mil in mining and fishing, and 13 mil smithing. He also rounds out the account with a clean 60 slayer. JCW was the 16th skiller to max on old school RuneScape, and 16th is really good considering that most skillers started old school RuneScape 3 years before him in February of 2013. JCW is also more than likely going to be the first skiller to get 200 mil all, as he is nearly 1,500 hours ahead of the rank 2 skiller Jonas. He still has 6,000 hours to go, however. JCW is also rank 1 in hours played for skillers with nearly 9,700 total EHP or efficient hours played on his account. As I mentioned, normal account skillers aren't unique, but it certainly is unique to get as far as JCW for a skiller, and for that reason he makes number 5 on our countdown. Number 4. Coming in at number 4 of the countdown is the player defense 1, which I will call Kotje for the remainder of his feature. Kotje is a peer with 99 attack, 99 strength, and 1 defense. He also has 99 ranged, magic, and hit points. On top of that, he has all non-combat 99s. When I reached out to Kotje, he said he's been playing on peers since 2005. He started playing old school RuneScape with the goal of starting his own peer clan with a friend of his, which together they called Trauma. The clan Trauma ended up not lasting too long due to defense 1 being brutally honest with the fact that he was just too old to be committing the amount of time necessary to run a clan. After shutting down Trauma, he joined Supremacy for a bit before leaving them to become a warlord for a peer clan called Misfits. While recruiting for Misfits, Kotje started skilling and ended up meeting a bunch of similar-minded 1 defense skillers that ended up shifting him away from the PKing scene and into the PVM and skilling scene. Since maxing, Kotje's primary focus has been pet hunting. As of today, Kotje has 8 pets on his peer, with his favorite being the pet Ohm at a low kill count of 366. He says he went nearly 200 kill count dry before seeing an item, and he considers getting the pet good karma. Let's have a listen of the streamer Milkopia reacting to Kotje getting the pet.
Ooh. Oh my god! Kotje got omelet! Oh my god! Kotje! Ah!
Other pets Kotje has on his Defense 1 account include the Chaos Elemental, Thermi, Huron, Rock Golem, Beaver, Skodos, and the pet Herbivore. His quickest pet was Thermi at just 2 kill count, and he hasn't been back since. Damn. To date, he is currently working on the Kraken pet, which he has gone 12,832 kills dry. He's also gone 3,470 kills dry of the Hell Puppy at Cerberus. Finally, his other bigger dry streak is 1,321 Wintertot kill count, which has left him 52 million firemaking experience, but still without the pet. Overall, Kotje's 99-99-1 build with all non-combat 99s is very unique, and his 8 pets were just the icing on the cake for him to deserve a feature. Well done, man. Number 3. Next on our countdown at number 3 of the most unique accounts, episode number 7, is Dragon 457334. We've all seen them before, those somewhat rare accounts with untrimmed Slayer capes. I've been in love with them circa 2010 when I followed Valandra's progress on Zybez, as her accounts Slayer Bell and Ellie Brails both accomplished untrimmed capes herself. I gotta give it to my man Dragon though. His account managed to capture the untrimmed Slayer cape with a 50 attack, 91 strength, 1 defense build, a clean 1 prayer, 97 magic, and 97 ranged, giving him just 71 combat. In total, 99 Slayer took Dragon roughly 1500 hours. Now although that seems high, most of his Slayer experience was Duradel using Partner Slayer through his main account. He said his XP rates were roughly 7.5k per hour since he was only 71 combat upon the completion of his untrimmed cape. His best Slayer master available if he were to train solo was Vanica, which he called slow and boring. Therefore, using Duradel through Partner Slayer with his main was more fun and arguably better experience, as he had access to better tasks like Fire Giants and boss tasks. In total, Dragon made roughly 340 mil from 99 Slayer on this unique build. He ended up with over 1500 Slayer tasks and 500 Wildy tasks in a row without using Turiel. He completed 500 easy clues, 400 medium clues, and also got the pet Thermi in the process. He ended Slayer with over 9.5k Slayer points. Damn, send some my way, brother. Number 2. Next on our countdown at number 2 is the old school RuneScape player named Trident. This name has been one of the most commented names so far throughout this series other than LOL Pureful, so I'm happy to finally feature this one. Trident is a magic only Iron Man with 99 Slayer. When I say magic only, I mean that all of his combat training has involved magic, meaning that to this day he still has 1 attack, strength, and range. Trident has been in love with the Iron Man game for quite a while, and is one of those OG Iron Mans who had a separate Iron Man account long before the game mode actually came out. Eventually, when the Iron Man mode did come out, he created this account, but knew he wanted some sort of limitation to keep it fun, which is where he settled on the mage only Iron Man idea. After his first few months of this limited account build, Trident actually quit and dropped everything shown in this picture. After some time, he started the account back up and re-unlocked full infinity in a mage's book. He didn't get his master wand again though, as he figured it wasn't worth it. As a sidebar, you can never quit RuneScape, RuneScape will quit you. Oh yeah, Mac H, then why have all of your friends from the 5th grade quit and you're still playing? Good point. Anyways, after re-obtaining his items, his next goal was to get 85 crafting so he could get a Fury before starting Slayer. For this, he collected sand and seaweed manually, cooked the seaweed, made the molten glass manually, and eventually charged air orbs to make air battle staffs. After getting 85 crafting and unlocking the Amulet of Fury, he started Slayer. Most of his early Slayer, from levels 1 to 87, was achieved using Firebolt with Chaos Gauntlets. That sounds painful. After 87 Slayer, he finally unlocked the Cave Krakens, where he would go on to get a Trident. Wait a second, so that's why your name's Trident. Catchy. After unlocking the Trident, he would go on to also get 77 rune crafting to make his own blood runes, and then finish off 99 Slayer. In total, Trident estimates that 99 Slayer took him around 1200 hours. On the lifespan of the account, Trident has some pretty lucky RNG. He got his first Trident at 4 kill count from small Krakens. He has also gotten 2 pet rolls at Cerberus and 679 kill count, as well as an Eternal, 3 Pegasians, which are useless to him by the way, and 2 Smoldering Stones. He even got an Imbued Heart at 1 superior kill count. By the way, notice the chat in this picture. In terms of pets, Trident has gotten the Chaos Elemental pet at 25 kill count, the Thermi pet at 709 kill count, a Jad pet after 37 kill count and 35 gambles, and of course the Cerberus pet I've already mentioned. Overall, from 87 to 99 Slayer and onwards, Trident has had some decently good luck in terms of RNG, but it has come with a cost. He's used about 600,000 Trident charges from 87 to 99 Slayer, which is valued at roughly 200 million GP in runes. Damn. Anyways, disgustingly unique account, brother. Glad I could finally get you in on this series. Number 1. Well, fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, for this one. Arguably the most unique account thus far of the series, and one that I've been dying to feature. Coming in at number 1 of this countdown is the old school RuneScape player named Rending. Rending sits at 1 attack, 1 strength, and 75 defense, with 1 prayer, 1 magic, 1 ranged, and 26 hit points. He currently holds the record for the lowest level fire cape in old school RuneScape at just 25 combat, which is 4 combat levels lower than Moki's 29 combat account which is featured in episode number 6. Outside of the remarkable Fire Cape accomplishment, Renning has also achieved a black Slayer helmet on this unique account. Although he wouldn't share with me how he trained Slayer, he says his methods have been completely nerfed, but you can still accomplish this part of the account using Wilderness Slayer. What I do know is that Rending would slay using -65 crush bonus, which included a healer hat, flowers, and a berserker necklace. These combined gave him a 100% chance to always hit a 0, which would allow him to just aggro all NPCs in Slayer by hitting zeros and prevent himself from getting any hit points experienced. Since he wasn't actually hitting the NPCs, but rather letting his Serpentine Helm poison the NPCs, he would only get half the Slayer experience per kill, but still full Slayer points per task, which was really all that he had cared about. As far as training methods for Rending, he got 75 defense and 14 hit points at Organized Crime in the first week of the minigame's release. The 14 hit points came from hitting 1 on each of the gangsters so he would get the drop. He had 3 mains in different worlds using Serpentine Helms to venom the gangsters down, and Renning would just hop between the worlds to deal the final 1 damage. He rushed 75 defense in the first 5 days of the Organized Crime release, fearing that both his venom strategy and the experience per hour received from the XP booklets would be nerfed, both of which he would end up being correct about. At 75 defense and 14 hit points, Renning would go on to attempt the Fire Cape for the very first time, at just 22 combat. These attempts were short-lived. He deemed it impossible after failing about 5 times because he couldn't tick-eat the level 180 meleeers. The 180s could max 25s, and even with Guthix restores, he would only be boosted to 19 hit points. Therefore, he decided he would go to Witch's house and get 26 hit points. This put him at 25 combat, and he was ready to once again return to the caves, only this time with the ability to survive the 180s. This would be the build that Rending would ultimately achieve the Fire Cape on. After nearly 10 hours of the caves and multiple attempts, Rending had finally done it. He had achieved the lowest level Fire Cape in game at just 25 combat. For those who haven't figured it out, Rending used the poison mechanism from the Serpentine Helm in combination with purple sweets to tick-eat range and mage attacks. Overall, credit to Rending, as he was one of the few players that truly understood from early on the incredible impacts of updates such as the Serpentine Helm and Organized Crime, and took advantage of them before they were patched. As of today, the Serpentine Helm's effect no longer works in the fight caves, which pretty much makes this account impossible to replicate. The Fire Cape combined with the Black Slayer Helm at just 25 combat makes the choice very clear as to why this account is the most unique account of the episode. Well guys, that's gonna complete yet another episode, the most unique accounts in old school RuneScape, episode number 7. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to slap a like on it, subscribe to the channel, let me know down below what future accounts you want to see, and we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.